Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi. I'm ready to continue in Salem. I have to become the best actor and ringleader. Then that way Mash will be proud of me. Mash came along just for this, right? So I will make Mash proud. Boop. Hello? Let's see. I will continue bringing along a caster and some attackers. This is fine. Though, I want to raise my bond with Mao Nobu too. So let's see. Does this cost too much? Shoot. I will find out. Scroll. Yeah, it's fine. There. Yep, good place to make my bonds go up. So boop. Ooh, you got your John? Nice. I kind of want to try summoning for her. I'm like, I have some Avengers right now. Might as well collect more. Wow, it's pretty cold over there, Kazu, at least compared to here. It's still borderline summer weather. Thanks to their capable bodyguards, the Queen's procession easily fended off their attackers. Soon after resuming their journey to Jerusalem, the procession arrived at the Red Sea harbor. The harbor was packed with throngs of camels, and there was a lively din sounding left and right from the merchants awaiting ships and cargo. The Queen's caravan rented hundreds of ships and set sail for the north of the Red Sea. Yo, look at me! Wait. Can I make this go down? Look at me! I'm that barrel! Do you think I'm doing a good job acting as a barrel? Because this is just one barrel. I'm barrel number 1. I am the barrel. Hello? I think I'm doing great as barrel number 1. In time, the massive fleet arrived upon the northern edge of the Gulf of Aqaba at the seaport called Ezion-Geber, built by King Solomon himself. The people of Israel were surely taken aback by the appearance of this mysterious queen and the untold wealth she brought with her. This magnificent scene of the queen meeting the king, Solomon, has been depicted in countless numbers of painted masterpieces. I'm also playing the role as the ocean. The queen's procession headed northward over land, their eyes taking in the pastures of foreign country that surrounded them. Then, at last, they arrived at a point where they could just barely make out Jerusalem's glittering white ramparts. And yet, something seemed amiss. This is ridiculous. I can't take it anymore. You seem upset, my retainer. Yes, Your Majesty, I am. We've been stuck in this village within the ravine for an entire week. If we don't get moving soon, the soldiers and camel tamers will start to get homesick. What say the messengers we sent ahead to Jerusalem? I've sent them countless times, Your Majesty. I even went to try and negotiate our entry myself. It's just, the guards keep inventing reasons to turn us away at the gate. They're hopeless. Even showing them a list of all the gifts we bring for King Solomon has done little more than warrant a smirk. I see. Then perhaps it is time I met with them myself. Tell the caravan to loosen their loads and make themselves at ease. Your Majesty? I respect that. When your workers can't do the job, of course you're gonna have to do it yourself, right? Queen's lady in waiting. I was gonna say this is me too, but nah, I think this is Matcha. Your Majesty, please. You mustn't go off on your own. I'm the sheep. Yep, that. In this case, I would be the sheep going bah. There is a flock of sheep coming this way. I'll have the guards chase them off. No need for that. This is not our kingdom, so we shall be the ones to make way. My, these sheep are nice and plump, and their wool is soft and well kept. Thank you, Queen of Sheba. I mean, bah! This is indeed a rich land. Well now, it isn't every day one comes across such an esteemed noble. Good day to you. Stay back! Who are you? As you can see, I'm merely a passing shepherd. A harmless, friendly young man who enjoys nothing more than singing and dancing. Are shepherds so rare where you come from? No, they are not. I do beg your pardon. You must be the travelers that have been staying here in this ravine. This place is ill-suited to making camp. Have you run into some manner of trouble on your journey? You are quite perceptive, young shepherd. As luck would have it. I see. This is certainly odd. Jerusalem is supposed to be a city of compassion, a place that will open its gates to anyone. How terribly embarrassing that it has seen fit to reject guests who have traveled from so far away. Can you tell us what Jerusalem is like, young shepherd? What do you think of the great king city? Well now, I can hardly refuse to answer a question from such a beautiful lady, can I? Your Majesty, surely there are far better ways to pass the time than in the company of this ill-mannered youth. What's wrong with it? I'm having a perfectly lovely time. Haha, unfortunately, I haven't been to the city myself in quite a while, but I do hear rumors from time to time. Jerusalem is a city like no other. It is truly the center of the world. Its ramparts stand tall against any threat, and its palace is the height of luxury. I believe its most beautiful feature is the temple its previous king wished to build really, really badly. They say it's a truly impressive sight. I implore you to pay it a visit yourself after you arrive, my lady. I think I shall do just that. What about the people who live there? Have they no complaints at all? Good question. I suppose I must simply say that it seems the king is doing a superb job. Each and every one of his people speaks with him with reverence, with language as lyrical as poetry. Oh, thank you. Also, hello. They say that he is a fair and just judge, possessed of true wisdom. That he was born to be the perfect king. True wisdom. But ripe fruit inevitably draw pests. The fruit itself may not be to blame, but alas, there is nothing one can do about the laws of nature. Thus do security and abundance inevitably lead to avarice and arrogance. I knew it. Your Majesty? Wait. Does this mean the gatekeepers expect us to bribe them? Even after our messengers have long since paid our toll? Well, I'm afraid there isn't much a lowly shepherd like me can do about that. The best I can do is join you in conversation here in the shade for a fleeting moment. Oh, unless you would also like me to play my harp? No, that will do. Thank you, my good shepherd. By the way, I noticed a number of your sheep have injured their legs. Could I buy them off of you so that I may treat my subjects to them? Well, that would be a great help. I could not think of a more advantageous trade for us both. Alright. I just remembered something else that you may find of interest. It is perhaps a bit spooky, but... Yo, this is spooky month. It's fine, Mr. Shepherd. Hidden gates, you say? That's right, gates. Jerusalem is a big place, with many people coming and going. As such, The ramparts contain a number of side gates. A holy gate reserved for God, a gate for chariots, a gate for merchants, a gate for slaves, even a gate for shepherds. And while I don't know whether it really exists or not, but I also heard there's a forbidden gate for Ruach, for spirits. They say it is dark even during the day, and that the dead themselves make use of it. It is always closed and barred, and not even the guards go near it. Thus did the Queen of Sheba learn of the hidden gate into Jerusalem from a mysterious young shepherd. The queen next stole away to Jerusalem in the middle of the night, taking only a select few of her servants. You know, maybe he was blushing because he was like, "This is a spooky place. I'm going to surprise you in the darkness." Boo! Are you scared? Are you scared yet? Or he was planning to just do a different prank. She decided that if the front gates would not be open to her, then she would simply sneak in the back. None of this is written in the Holy Scripture, but please, do not call it heresy. No matter how our company may use our imagination to help bring the story to life, it would do nothing to diminish King Solomon's greatness or the Queen of Sheba's beauty. If the guards would refuse us passage, then we shall make our own passage into the city. Ha! As if crossing the Great Desert wasn't brazen enough. I never imagined you to be so reckless a queen. Ha! You know, if a ghosty came out in the middle of the night, screeching like that, you know, that's a big jump scare. That's bigger than boo. These must be some of the city's guards. So this is another trial we must face. If our actions go against the will of God, then this is where our journey will come to an end. Please stand back, Your Majesty. The soldiers will handle this. Ooh, hello, hello. And never mind ghosty. Those are guards. Oh no, that must have been me playing the guard. Oops. I thought I was gonna be a ghost. Sorry, Mash. You know this is my first play, so it's okay. Wait, no, it is a ghost. So I was correct as being a ghosty. Boo! Okay, that looks good. Let me just adjust my volume a little bit on my headphones. I like it being a nice 13 or 11, depending on the time of day. For now, it'll be 13. 13's not too soft, not too loud. And now, let's see. I will use Musashi. I am playing the role of all the ghosties. I'm just running around with my sheets. Because I am professional like that. I offered to be all the ghosts here. This is my role. And I shall do my best. Let's see. There. Though next time maybe I'll play the role as one of the Queen's guards instead of the ghosties because I'm just getting beaten up here. Oof, it lived! I mean, I lived, yay! I have to show just how tough of a battle this is, so I can't be defeated in the first round. Ouch! And look, it is I! You know, being the role of the Ifrita is great. This is a wonderful role. This is probably the best role. Let's see. Maybe I can destroy it in one go. Actually, no, I probably can't. Even the Power Buster will not get me through this. Unless there's hope. That was a decent amount of damage. We can at least get through half of the gauge. That's good enough. Actually, no, they did it. Yay! They've defeated me, the ghost. Ooh, that's pretty. Is this backdrop used anywhere else? I think this is the first time I saw this backdrop. Yeah, it's a nice looking backdrop. Very, very pretty. And so, the Queen of Sheba's procession fought off the guardian spirits and successfully made their way into Jerusalem. Oh, that's Camelot. Oops. Soon, the king learned that a foreign queen had entered the holy city, and the front gates were finally opened. Thus did the parade of camels and ostentatiously dressed attendants make their way through Jerusalem. Though the people of Jerusalem were accustomed to luxury, the riches that the queen presented to the king must surely have made even their eyes pop. The lavish spices they brought with them also proved to be incredibly popular, and soon the holy city was filled with their scents. You know, spices are incredible. That is a wonderful gift. Shortly thereafter, the queen was officially invited to the palace, and at long last granted an audience with King Solomon himself.
How good of you to come, Queen of Sheba. On behalf of my subjects, I welcome you. I extend my hospitality to you and your people. Please stay in my palace. Rest from your journey.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, good King Solomon. Now that this moment has come, the fatigue from my journey has all but vanished.
I know who you are. This may have been our first time meeting face to face, but I have had opportunities to learn about you. Without fail, the finest jewels and spices brought to Jerusalem from the southern kingdoms. I have spoken to merchants and travelers about them, interested to know more. They told me a queen from a desert kingdom in the south with a sure eye and nose for trade. Until last night, my image of that queen was hazy and blurred, like a mirage. But now, I see clearly that she is a beautiful desert flower, beyond compare.
You are too kind, King Solomon. If anything, I am the one in awe of your grand figure. I am the one in awe of how your grand figure far exceeds the picture I held in my mind.
I apologize for the treatment you endured in your journey here, Queen of Sheba. I shall find out how it came to pass, and see justice served, should it be necessary. If it pleases you, I shall give you a tour of the palace myself. Will that serve as an apology?
A tour from King Solomon himself? I can think of no greater pleasure.
Of course. The pleasure will be mine, I assure you.
The two rulers proceeded to walk around Jerusalem's palace, chatting happily all the while. Every one of the dances performed, the harp songs played, and the dishes served was truly exquisite. But the place that the Queen of Sheba was most impressed with was indeed the very building the Good Shepherd had told her about. The magnificent Temple of Jerusalem stood even taller than the king's own palace. Atop its great altar, burnt offerings were made to God. There, sacrificial animals and other splendid offerings were consumed by sacred fire. Once these offerings were chosen to become God's food, the frankincense, which would later be chosen as one of the 3 wise men's gifts, was burned like firewood. While bearing witness to these amazing spectacles, the Queen casually posed King Solomon a series of questions. Indeed, these very questions were the Queen's purpose in venturing to Jerusalem. A quest begun in the hopes of appraising the King's wisdom, distinguishing his worth, and gaining a true answer to questions she had long pondered. Some scholars say the Queen had only 2 questions, while others claim she had as many as 19. Whatever their number, King Solomon answered each in turn, and the Queen marveled at his wisdom. And in that moment, she decided to entrust King Solomon with the 3 most precious riddles she carried deep in her heart. Solomon, in turn, honored his noble guest by having his many retainers line up along both sides of his throne. So began a battle of wits to test the merits of both rulers. There could be no room for failure. As silence hung in the throne room, the audience watched with bated breath. Oh yeah, I'm curious. In this time period, what would their accents sound like? Like, would they, at this point, would they still have like a British accent, or would they have like a more American accent? Great King Solomon, leader of the people of Israel, and bearer of boundless wisdom, I humbly request that you answer these questions and share your wisdom with your guests.
Very well. Speak your questions.
There is a room with 10 doors. When 1 door is open, 9 are closed. When 9 doors are open, 1 door is closed.
The answer is a person. The room is the womb, and the 10 doors of the eyes, ears, nose, mouth, navel, and excretory holes. When a person is a fetus, the door of the navel is open. Once they are born, that door is forever closed. Is closed forever.
Oh, King, you're wise indeed.
Speak your next question.
I would have never been able to guess that one for that question. A person. Huh. Very well then, O King. Let me next ask you this. It's believed that the current American accent is actually closer to what the British accent was during the colonial period? Huh. If that's true, you know, that's pretty cool. It's interesting seeing how many accents like appear and how they evolve over time. These words weigh more than gold or even life itself, and require 4 people to carry them. And yet, their master has never once seen them.
The answer is the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, I would not be able to answer any of these questions. I would not know that answer either.
The very chest I inherited from my predecessor. It contains the 10 Commandments, the proof of our covenant with God. It is kept in the innermost chamber of my temple, a most holy room that is constantly filled with incense.
O King, you are truly a man of wisdom.
Speak your next question.
Very well then, O King. This is my final question. This ocean is calm. A ship sails forward against the wind. The ship's pilot plots a course toward dark clouds. The ship is in no way prepared to weather a storm.
Let's see. The answer is... Hang on, time out. Just give me a second there. Second here. Calm ocean? A ship pilot? What's that all about?
Someone's breaking character here.
Well... Matcha, you ruined the play! Matcha, you ruined the immersion! Hold on, just a moment. I can answer this.
Oh yes, Great King. Please, tell me your answer. Whisper. What's the matter, Solomon? Hurry up and answer your third question.
I'm trying, but my script only had 2 riddles.
Huh? That can't be right. Wait, I don't see it in mine either. What's going on? I could have sworn Anderson's manuscript had all 3. Huh? What's this? Don't tell me the great King Solomon can't even answer a simple riddle? Well, what do you say, Your Majesty? I'm following my script to the letter, okay? I didn't have any response lines in mine either.
Damn it, Matahari. I can tell you're enjoying this. Yeah. I've got your answer right here. Why wouldn't I know it? Solomon knows everything.
Please, stay in character. Oh, this play, it was starting off, it was going so well.
That riddle was so easy. It is not worthy of an answer. What say you, my trusted advisor? Would you like to answer this one in my stead? You may even just offer a hint if you like.
Wait, me? Oh no, don't get me involved in this. Oh no. Shoot, I mean... You know, I got this. This is my time to shine. This is me learning to be a method actor with ad-lib. But why are the scripts different? Oh no.
Come on, Ringmaster. Help me out here.
Senpai.
Does it have to do with the desert?
And maybe it's the difference between you 2 rulers? You know, they mentioned ship, so I'm not gonna go for desert. I'm gonna go for the second one. Maybe it's the difference between you 2 rulers. Ooh, hello?
Rulers. Rulers, huh?
What say you, O King?
A fascinating riddle. It cuts to the very core of our 2 perspectives. If I answer incorrectly, then Israel will lose a precious friend indeed. The answer is a nation. When a capable sailor takes the helm, the wind may carry him faster than ever. Much as the sea might appear the same everywhere, it is far from a single thing. It is made of numberless droplets altogether.
Wait, did the stream die? I hope it didn't. Rip stream? Oh no, I hope it's alive. Then again, it was raining all day, so if my internet's acting up, it's because of the isolated showers. I decided, you know, I love your street. I love where you are, Misaki. I'm gonna stick with you all day. Oh, we're back? Okay, thank you. Ooh, thank you.
Much as the sea might appear the same everywhere, it is far from a single thing. It is made of numberless droplets altogether. Even when it appears calm, its surface hides unforeseeable waves and maelstroms. It is like the grains of sand that make up the desert, like quicksand lying in wait for its prey.
Very well then, O King. Where lies the ship's destination?
This ship stops for nothing. But it is not a ship that runs from danger, nor one that drifts upon the waves. It is but driftwood that will sink in the fullness of time. The pilot knows that an unavoidable storm is coming, and sounds the alarm. Only a ship that endures tribulation will see the glorious light of day that awaits in the new world.
O King, you are indeed a wise leader, worthy of this nation.
Queen of Sheba, I pray that the Lord, our God, sees fit to bless you with his protection. You are no mere guest, destined to while away her time before my throne. Though your kingdom may be but a mirage that lies to the distant south, I hereby vow that our two nations shall be allies, and you, my friend.
You are too kind, O King. But I am most heartened that my journey here has proved fruitful. Should you ever be in need of aid in an even greater endeavor, I shall return from beyond the desert and assist you to the best of my ability. Yay! The play was saved! Thus, the King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba's battle of wits come to an end. With more awe and respect for Solomon than ever before, the Queen set off to return to her home of Sheba. Solomon, in turn, was happy to give the Queen exactly the gift she wished for. I like that transition. As for what became of the prosperous desert kingdom, of the bond between King Solomon and its queen, no biblical scholar can say. All we can do now is imagine the fate of the legendary queen for ourselves. Thank you all for watching. This concludes the Misaki Company's special performance of Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. Yay! We did it! Now I fear for other plays. Oh no. We gotta work on our ad-lib skills. Actually, we should be practicing before the play itself instead of just winging it. Yeah, we should have practiced, but it's okay. We did great, I think. A knot before dawn. Boop. Hello, sir. I like that kind of cape. I have one myself, but not that color. Or actually, no, it's not that color. I'm looking at it right now. It's navy, not black.
So this is the Puritan colony of Salem. Just a moment, sir. Phew, we finally managed to dock. You're the only cargo we're unloading here, sir. Certainly fine by me, though, since you already paid for passage. Pretty rough storm we had to sail through to get here, though. You doing alright? I'm on land now. My work is on land, where man lives and works. There is no land inhabited by man, here or anywhere, that is free of sin, not even in Eden itself. Professor Carter, there are people from the village who'd like to see you. They seem pretty upset. There's a good number of them, too.
Oh no, are we getting bad reviews for our play? I know we messed up towards the end there, but I think we saved it. Come on. It was our first performance. At least give us a 3-star review, please.
I see. Very well. I'll go and meet them. Pardon me for a moment, Miss Misaki. They're asking to see you too, Your Honor. What's this all about? You have a lot to answer for, Mr. Carter.
Uncle, Tituba is...
Abigail, you're here too, Tituba?
Mr. Carter.
Did these people bring you here? Again? What's this all about? May I remind you that Tituba is my servant. How thank you to mind how you treat her. Gah, fine. Then listen to me, Mr. Carter. My daughter's been lying face down in bed, ill all day. I know when you stopped by this morning, I told you she was just tired from last night's excitement. I thought she would be fine when she got some sleep, but I was wrong. She kept groaning and writhing, as if she was fighting off a terrible fever. I tried to give her some bread and water to help calm down, but she refused. I was at a loss for what to do next, so I asked the Reverend to come and take a look at her. But once he arrived, she seemed to be suffering more than ever. How so exactly? Well, Reverend? Yes. It seemed to me as if she was possessed by the devil himself. She cried out with a shrill, inhuman voice, and tried to strangle me with such strength as no child should ever have.
You know, Mr. Reverend, it makes me wonder, was she just strong or are you just weak, sir? I'm just imagining like a little girl with her tiny little girl hands trying to strangle a man. A grown man.
We held her down as best we could, until she finally passed out and went limp. We then went to change her sheets, and found this strange and devilish charm within the straw. According to Putnam's daughter, it was Tituba who made it.
Oh my.
What an evil-looking wooden figure. I'll take that as evidence. Is this true, Tituba? Did you make that?
Mr. Carter. Well... You've got it all wrong. This isn't Tituba's fault. Anne took it without asking. We could hear the commotion all the way inside. What's going on?
It looks like most of this village here. Yeah, it looks like most of the village is here. Is that Tituba they're interrogating, in the middle of the crowd?
You know, if Anne took it, I think it's, this is the consequences of her own actions. Anne took a doll that was not hers, and then she got cursed. I think that's karma.
I always knew there was something strange about you.
Oh, this is dreadful. I don't suppose. Were you the ones who had those Indians kill the Williamses?
Stop that. The Williams girl's right there. You're a witch. That's a tool used in blasphemous curses. I suspect this woman is guilty of heresy. Who are you? The name's Matthew Hopkins, the Witchfinder General. It is him! He has arrived!
Hello, Witchfinder General!
I just arrived here on a boat from Boston. As of tonight, I've been appointed Salem's head judge by order of the governor. Who do you think you are, barging in here all... What's this? Oh my. This really is an official notice of appointment.
Is he someone taught about? Not really. I saw him inside of, or I heard of, Matthew Hopkins, the Witchfinder General, inside of BuzzFeed and Unsolved Supernatural, or maybe it was True Crimes. I don't remember which one it was. That was years ago. That's like, I don't even know how many years ago. Was that like middle school times? It might have been middle school times. Either way.
and that of a superior judge no less. I apologize for my rudeness. Pay it no mind. These are extraordinary circumstances. People of Salem, I first ask that you calm yourselves and regain your composure. The devil's power is at its height in the hours after dark. We must not let our fears guide our decisions. I hereby order that this slave be taken into custody and interrogated. I will hear what she has to say in the morning.
I have to do something. Chichibu's in danger. But yeah, Matthew Hopkins' title was just so entertaining to me because I think he gave himself his title. Oh, you learned about him in school? Yeah, I don't think I've learned about him in school, only on top of YouTube. I want to give myself an edgy title like that. Imagine being like, yes, it is I, the Witchfinder General. Don't do it, Misaki. I mean, Master. Please, just stay out of it. You can't interfere here. You need to remain as a bystander right now, or you'll get swept up in this as well. Medea? What do you mean? Can't you tell? It's begun.
I'm glad to see you are willing to cooperate. Mr. Carter, as her owner, I'd like you to accompany her to the town's holding cells. All right, I will accompany you.
Mr. Carter.
Miss Misaki. I'm sorry to trouble you, but could I ask you to take Abigail home for me? I know I can trust you and your troop. You all proved that in your play.
Abby. This is awful. Where's Chichiba? Time to go back to the Carter residence. Yeah, sorry, Abby. I can't comfort you at all because now that the Witchfinder General's here, you're just gonna cause a mess. The next day, Salem, day 2. Oh yeah, that all happened in just one day. How long are we gonna be in Salem? I feel like we can't stay here for a super long time. Maybe a week at most?
I see. So Master went out to the village in order to accompany Mr. Carter?
That's right. Robin went along too to keep them safe. She said she's hoping that they can determine whether that figure is really cursed or not. As part of our investigation, it looks like we'll just have to rely on Senpai for this. True. We need to be especially careful right now. How's Abigail doing? Abby hasn't left her room since last night. I tried bringing her something to eat, but she wouldn't even touch it. Neza went climbing up to the roof earlier, but I have no idea what she's got in mind. You know, ever since we got here, Neza's been acting like a cat on its last nerve. Maybe she likes kids more than she lets on. Anyway, it's hard seeing Abby so down in the dumps. Servant or not, Chichiba clearly means a lot to her. Seeing Chichiba thrown in jail must have shocked poor Abby. She's very different from the other children here, isn't she? There can't be many children as sensitive as her in this time period. It's especially unusual that she would be so close to a slave.
I'm not so sure about that.
There was a theory that the Salem witch trials got out of hand because of psychedelic mushrooms growing near there. You know, I could believe that, though I was thinking back then, you know, if bread gets moldy, people probably think I can just cut off the moldy part and then eat the rest, not realizing that the mold spores penetrate the bread. Even if you can't see it, it's still probably there. I was gonna blame the bread. Oh, that theory was debunked already? So, mushrooms aren't bad. How about bread? I feel like bread is another big thing.
It is simply in her nature to be kind. Anyone can be compassionate like she is. It's just a matter of actually wanting to.
I agree with Sanson. Prejudice only takes root in certain environments. Abby lives a relatively wealthy life, at least by the standards of this colony. And she seems to have a very good education as well, thanks to Mr. Carter. I'd be entertained as heck if, like, this year's Santa, like on the JP side, was like Jason. Oh, that'd be lovely. And somehow, even after the loss she suffered, she's held on to her natural cheerfulness. I think that might be her greatest strength, but she still couldn't have done it alone. It's only because Tituba, someone else who knew her parents well, was there beside her. It must have been a big help to have a close family friend around to talk to with her parents gone. That's why she's taking this so hard. She's afraid she's about to lose someone else she loves, again. You know, when I put it that way, it kind of sounds like someone else we know, doesn't it? About that. When we went to look for Abby after she ran away yesterday, I found out that...
An extreme fear of Native Americans, huh?
Yes, but it wasn't just a fear, it was... I'm not sure how to put this. Loathing? Or maybe a strong fixation? Whatever it was definitely unusual. So that's also why you felt there was something different about her, then? What did Master have to say about that? Medea, where were you this morning?
Answer the question, Mash.
Well, yesterday, I was still processing it myself, and along with everything else that happened last night, I never did get a good chance to tell her.
I see.
That may actually be for the best.
What do you mean by that, Medea?
I've turned the house into a magical workshop. I just finished the rite a moment ago. Are you sure that was a good idea? That seems like the kind of thing we really should have asked Mr. Carter about. Oh, don't be such a wet blanket. I had to do it if we were ever going to contact Caldera.
Regardless, that was awfully bold, especially given the circumstances. People might have seen you.
Oh no, the Witchfinder General's gonna start knocking on our door being like, I saw one of your gals, Miss Ringleader. I saw her going around drawing these heretical circles all over the place. Look at this drawing, it must be cursed. Were you in spirit form? Yes, what's more, you should all be able to use your spirit forms now too, at least within the house and its grounds. Oh wait, that's kinda even worse if they're in spirit form while doing it. That means I'm just imagining a floating piece of chalk going around, like drawing symbols. They're gonna think we're even more cursed.
So it would seem. I guess we have your right to thank for this. But what exactly is going on?
Now we can change into our spirit forms too, you said? That makes it sound like you already could. Well, of course, Teehee. Who do you think you're talking to? I'm Medea. Hecate herself taught me magecraft. There's no point in just speculating about what might be happening here. What we need is proof. Proof that there's something strange about this whole village, magically, and historically. Proof that this whole land, that Salem itself, is the real heretical version of history. As such, in order to observe it properly, I needed a workshop that I could withdraw to, somewhere isolated from any outside influence.
I see. Then I trust you fill us in on the details once Master returns, along with why you're the only one who avoided being pseudo-incarnated.
My, so direct and forceful, aren't you? Teehee? Heretical history. Then, does it mean this land, Salem as it is now, is actually a separate dimension created with magecraft, rather than its actual past self having been brought here unintentionally? I think so. I still can't read the rules on some of these destiny currents, but I'm trying to identify the root of their unusual phenomena cycles. If it was magecraft, then someone here should have a soul that can never be fulfilled, and a will to bring about the curse that caused this.
And that should lead us to the demon god pillar, yes?
I believe so. I see. I don't think I've ever seen you work so hard on anything before, Medea. Me neither. But it's very encouraging, and a nice change of pace. Huh? What do you mean by... Well, we can deal with that stuff later. We already told Master and Mash about this, but Sansa and I discovered something unusual too. Yesterday, we met a girl called Lavinia Watley. She's the little albino child we ran into the forest on our first night here. But more importantly, she comes from a family of mages. Wait, what?
The Watley house is far from the village, and its basement appears to contain a magical workshop. It has to be concealed, but very roughly. We found discarded alchemy equipment strewn about nearby. We also found animal remains buried in their yard that seem to have been used for dark magic rituals.
What did this underground workshop look like? Does this mean that girl's family are practicing mages?
Well, I'm afraid we still don't know for sure. Neither Matahari nor I could have gone inside without leaving a trace.
That sort of thing is more up Robin's alley.
There was nothing more we could do. Without Master's permission, we couldn't risk getting any closer. Even if we could have used our spirit forms, we wouldn't be walking into a trap.
That's okay. Just knowing that there's a magical workshop there is more than enough. We still need to be careful about how we handle this, though. If the people of Salem find out that the Watleys are mages, there's no telling what they might do.
Mash, I believe you also said that Lavinia and Abby are good friends.
Yes, that's what Abby told me. However, it also seems like the people here strongly dislike the Watleys. And I don't know how much Abby knows about that, if anything. Mages, huh? That could be even worse than the clergy.
Also, may I say something? I am not sure if this is because of the rite you completed here, Medea, but...
Oh? Did you remember something already? Go on, tell us.
Yes, I did. Something very important, actually. That new judge who showed up out of nowhere last night, Matthew Hopkins. I know him. Or rather, I know of him. He is, like me, one of the most famous executioners in history.
He is? Then he's not really a judge? I couldn't make heads or tails of it, man. Who is he?
He's...
Wait, stop.
Good morning, Abigail.
Morning, everyone.
What's were you all whispering about?
Neza told me about how Uncle's out with Miss Ringmaster right now. She went to see how Titchy was doing, right? That's right. So please don't worry, Abby. I'm sure that Senpai Mr. Carter will clear Titchuba's name. Yeah, I guess you're right. Plus, Neza's here too. Neza? What about her?
The young girl refused porridge. I added spice. She ate.
What she's trying to say is that we talked about all sorts of things while I had my porridge. And she told me if that I found any bad guys, she would beat them to a pulp. That she'd make them completely evaporate before even the drop of their blood had a chance to hit the ground. Neza, you know, I respect that. Hello? It sounded truly frightening, but I also kind of want to see it now. Abby wants to see it now. Well, I don't blame her.
Of course. Thwip! I would be delighted. Kathwap!
That sort of violent performance really isn't what we were going for with this troupe. Maybe I should pray to God and ask for forgiveness.
At any rate, we have a lot we need to discuss with Master as soon as she gets back.
You mean about your plays? Hello?
Yes, of course. Specifically, we need to discuss the tragedy and comedy taking place right here on Salem's own stage.
Huh? Welcome back, Senpai. Mr. Carter went on again, and he took Abby with him. He said he was going to the church to speak with the Reverend. It sounds like they're all concerned about what's going on with the other children. So right now, we're the only ones here. How did your investigation go? He said you met with Judge Hopkins? Ooh, thank you. It was awful. Would you mind telling them, Robin? It was awful. Are you okay? You look pale.
I don't blame her.
Why don't you have a seat in that comfy chair and try to relax, Senpai? We learned a few things too while you're out, so I'd like to make sure we're all equally caught up. You've been a big help, Mash. You've really come to your own as a prompter. You've been a big help, Mash. Thank you, Senpai. That's what I was hoping to be when I asked to come along. Okay, to start, let's go over what happened with Matthew Hopkins, the judge that suddenly showed up last night.
Man, I don't know what that Hopkins guy's deal is. First of all, Master, Carter, and me went to the town's holding cell to talk to Tituba. But all the guard would tell us is that she wasn't allowed any visitors, orders from top and all.
Hello? So, you weren't permitted to see her at all then?
Nope. Turns out that, in this case, holding cell is just a fancy way of saying underground prison. I snuck a quick peek inside the cell, and it was a real hellhole. There were rats and cockroaches everywhere, water leaking from the walls. And the whole place smelled like something had died.
Ew, this place is terrible. Oof. Poor Tituba.
And never mind sunlight. The only light in the whole jail was a few dim torches in the hall. Any more than a day in a dump, and you'd lose your goddamn mind.
What about Tituba then? Did you see her at all?
Tituba's, well, she's alive, I guess. She was curled up in a ball and freaking out something fierce.
Poor Tituba.
Coward. Rescue. Simplicity itself. Why did you not? 'Cause I'm a coward, obviously. Especially here in Salem. Stop it, Neza. Remember, Master and Robin went to clear her name, not to break her out. If we were to overstep our bounds like that, we would only end up furthering suspicion against her.
I see. Yes, you are right. Apologies, Robin. Thoughtless of me, that.
Sure, no problem. Anyway, like I was saying, it was all Hopkins' call not to let anyone see her. Wouldn't even let her owner, Carter, in. So we decided to talk to him directly. We found him staying in a room at the fanciest mansion in town. A ship captain by the name of Turner built it. Turns out it had a guest room specially reserved for judges and preachers and big wigs like that.
Okay, so you went to see Hopkins directly. Did he seem to be a demon god pillar?
A demon god pillar? You serious? How the hell should I know? What was I gonna do? Shoot him in the face and see if he transformed? Come on. In the end, all I could do was watch Master get worn out.
Sorry for all the trouble, Robin. He was a pretty tough opponent. Mr. Witchfinder General. Being exhausted from consecutive battles is one thing, but I can't believe you're this exhausted just from talking to someone, Senpai. Maybe the magical erosion caused by the curse that Medea is concerned about is affecting Master too?
What are you talking about?
That's definitely important too, but first, we want to hear more about what happened there. How did Mr. Carter handle the negotiations?
Carter's a pretty level-headed guy, but he's also got balls of steel. He went toe-to-toe with Hopkins the whole time. You never knew he was just a mild-mannered professor. Abby told me Carter served during a war. Ah, a military man. That explains it. He walks just a bit gingerly. Must be an old war wound.
I'm impressed you caught that, Sanson. I didn't notice at all.
Carter didn't even try for an emotional appeal or anything like that. He just said that Tituba was his own private property and refused to budge from his claim that taking her away like this was unlawful seizure. He even said he would seek punitive damages if this resulted in any impediment to her ability to work. The constables who were there were pretty freaked when Carter said how much money he would ask for, but Hopkins didn't even blink.
The cursed doll? What of it? What became of that evidence? Well, thank you.
That's where our ringmaster showed what she was made of. She kept insisting to see the figure again to determine whether there was black magic at work.
But
all Hopkins would say was, the devil has taken up residence in that doll, just as he has taken up residence in Tituba. One need only look at the suffering child and to see the hand of the devil in all this. If we are to limit the curse's reach, we cannot have people getting near or even touching that doll.
Ironically, that would be the sensible move in a situation involving magecraft.
But Mr. Carter wasn't having that, so he decided to speak with the Reverend. Who made the diagnosis,
I hope he can convince the Reverend to come around. It helps that Abby went with him. You know, I hope he can convince the Reverend. Come on, Mr. Carter, use your negotiation skills. Assert your dominance.
Me too.
Now, it's just a race against time. What do you mean?
Hopkins is going to try to extract confessions from his suspects. That's what he does best.
Who is Hopkins?
It's time you told us, Sanson. Alright. From what I know, Matthew Hopkins was a British attorney. If this is indeed 1692, Hopkins would be quite elderly, yet he does not seem so. However, history tells us he died in 1647. Almost half a century ago, if Abigail gave us the correct date. I can only surmise that history is wrong in this. During his life, he was best known by the title of Witchfinder General.
Yes, it is the title. It is the edgiest title someone can give themselves.
I am the Witchfinder General.
Witchfinder General? So he's from the military? If he hates witches, is he a religious figure? You know, I guess I have to go for second one. I just thought of it as an edgy dude. I didn't even think of the military or religious figure. I just thought, you know, this guy is having fun naming himself that.
Yes, it is I, Matthew Hopkins, the Witchfinder General. No, he is not an official inquisitor affiliated with any church. Matthew Hopkins made witch hunts his life's work. The title was, so far as we know, one he gave himself.
Slow clap for you, Mr. Matthew Hopkins, just because even in fate, they're calling you out and making your own title. Oh, I love it.
He supported himself with the rewards he got from hunting witches. His methods are brutal, even cruel, but people went along with them. I heard that he was responsible for the execution of 300 so-called witches in East England over the course of 3 years.
300 people? In only 3 years? But weren't all of them innocent?
Most of them, yes, I expect. Ugh, what a scumbag. So he went around seeing innocent people strung up as witches just to make a buck.
Did you say they were hanged? I thought witches were burned at the stake back then.
The vast majority of these witch hunts resulted in hangings, especially in England. Witchcraft was considered a grave crime against the teachings of God. As such, suspected witches were tried and executed the same as other felons.
Man, I forget which video it was. Like, was it the one? It was either the Salem video or the one with Mr. Matthew Hopkins, the Witchfinder General. Assuming they're different videos, because it's been too long. But I remember one of the places that did not like witches. #1 rule was no witchcraft. And I think #2 was no murder. I forget. But I thought it was hilarious how, like, witchcraft was, like, #1.
Burning someone at the stake was more of a form of torture than execution, and also served as a warning to anyone watching. As executions go, hanging is far more efficient and less painful. As these people are British colonists, they probably share many of the same sensibilities.
True, since it is the Fate universe, I feel like some of them are probably real witches. But for Mr. Hopkins, yeah, they probably weak. I doubt Mr. Hopkins was legit. Like, sorry, Mr. Witchfinder General, but you seem like an edgelord to me. Then, does that mean they're going to hang Tituba? We've got to watch out for Hopkins. You know, first one, we gotta watch out for Hopkins.
With Hopkins here, that's definitely possible. Putting Tituba in that disgusting underground prison will wear in her mind and quickly. If an ordinary person is locked away, starved, and denied visitors, They might last a week. No, 3 days at most.
3 days? So that's what you meant by a race against time.
Sanson, very knowledgeable about this. Gotta hand it to you, Prince Neza. You're way better with kids than me.
So then, you were never able to examine the evidence?
I took a look at it, but I couldn't tell you one way or the other. It just looked like a regular handcrafted doll.
That means I will need to examine it myself. For all your talents, Master, I don't think you'd be the best equipped to handle this sort of thing. It would be great if you could do that, but first, tell us about this workshop ritual. Of course. I believe you have already heard the general outline I gave to the others earlier. I'll spare you the details. In summary, I took the liberty of turning this house into my workshop. It should be quite helpful, as it seems we'll largely be staying here during our mission.
I see. Indeed, as of now, the area we're investigating here is much smaller compared to the past missions.
My primary aim was to ensure that I could make full use of my magecraft, but there are other benefits as well. That is, so long as we are in my workshop, we are not affected by the influence this land is having on us. You mean, you can still use your spirit forms again? Right, but that's only a very small part of all this.
Oh?
Can anyone here describe what Tituba looks like in detail? She looks like Miss Mula without fluffy ears. Is that descriptive enough? Huh? What do you mean?
I know she's a mild-mannered woman with brown skin, but... Well, that's strange.
What about the color of her eyes, her hairstyle, her build, her age? I am bad describing people in general. Color of her eyes? I don't remember that. Hairstyle, long hair, her build. She built different, yo. Her age? I don't know. I can't guess ages either. Shoot. That is difficult, just in general. Now that you mention it, I can't remember anything like that.
Oh man, I can't either. What the hell? Damn, you're right, Medea. We didn't even know we were caught in the enemy's trap.
So then, something's been interfering with our awareness? Or maybe with our memories?
And as long as we're inside this workshop, we're not subject to that interference, correct?
Right. If this bounded field can so easily interfere with the servant's senses, it must be the sort that would typically require a divine spirit to create. And yet, we still can't get a firm grasp on it. It's like it slips away whenever we try. You discover this, Medea. What do you think? Isn't it obvious? Tituba has been concealing her true appearance all along. Actually, she is the one who strikes me as odd at this point. More so than Hopkins, in fact. If anyone here has a connection to the demon god pillar, I'd bet it's her. Ideally, I would have liked to examine her after she returned here to Mr. Carter's house, but since that no longer seems to be possible, I'll just have to go examine her myself.
That seems like it put you at a hell of a disadvantage. Well, I guess you're the only one who hasn't been so affected by the bounded field. I guess that's why you're the Queen Witch or whatever, yeah?
You know it. I'm the baddest witch of all. No need to be shy about it.
Huh. Kinda thought that might piss you off. I guess Salem agrees with you or something.
I know we're already asking a lot of you, Medea, but there's something else we need your help with. Alright, what about contacting Caldera? I've been focusing on getting the workshop done, so I haven't made any progress there yet, but I'm about to. I'd give it about a 50-50 chance of working, sadly. Master, I think this is your call. Do we focus on saving or possibly capturing Tituba, or in making contact with Caldera? We can't just throw Tituba to the wolves. Let me see what Mash thinks. You know, we can't just throw her to the wolves.
Well said, Misaki. Any master that would make a child cry, no master of mine. Anyway, there might be a whole bunch of problems we've gotta solve, but it's not like we suffered any losses ourselves so far, right? So, don't get mad at me for saying this, but I don't think contacting Caldea needs to be a priority right now.
Phew.
Oh? You're backing me up on this, Medea?
Yes, I agree. Given the circumstances, making contact with Caldea can wait. For now, I'm going to pay Hopkins a visit. Would you mind escorting me, Ringmaster? I'd like to say that no one else needs to come along, but I doubt that will be well received. Me? I'll go along too. Anyone else want to come? Strength in numbers, right? Though I hope he doesn't think we're threatening him if we bring too many people.
Then I shall join you as well. I think there may be something I can do to improve the situation.
That would be great. Thank you, Sanson. Okay then, in the meantime, we'll keep investigating the village. Robin, Neza, shall we?
Sure thing. Guess I'll head back to the Watley estate.
Understood. Ooh, is that the Watley estate? Oh, never mind.
It's the fancy hotel that the Witchfinder General's at. Misaki, was it? I do not care how many times you ask. I will not be releasing a suspect held in custody. If she is truly innocent, then she has nothing to fear. Do not interfere with my work. You're oddly presumptuous for a band of traveling performers. Unless you have some personal reason to protest this suspect's detention.
Senpai, are you sure it was a good idea to face him head-on like this? It's the quickest way for Medea to get a look. I already feel like I'm about to throw up. You know, it's the quickest way. That may be true, but still. Misaki Mash, you need to keep Hopkins talking. Make him show you the evidence he seized.
Oh, okay, here goes.
Easy for you to say.
Oh, okay, here goes.
Hello, my dude. Can I see that doll you have?
Absolutely not. That evidence is crucial to the case. That is not up for discussion.
Saw that one coming. Come on, isn't there anything we can do?
Why are you so fixated on that object? The slave woman has already admitted to making it.
That may be, but...
Your Honor. And who might you be? My name is Charles Henry Sanson. I am a member of the Misaki Company. A Frenchman, eh? You're certainly a long ways from home. Indeed. I've been wandering for a long time, but I also know a thing or two about medicine. In fact, I've treated a significant number of patients. Furthermore, I am told that there are people here who have fallen ill, with children among their number. So if it would please Your Honor, I would ask permission to examine them. Well now, this is a surprise. You, a doctor? No doubt you mean to charge exorbitant prices for some potion or such. Or perhaps you are a heretic yourself? Nothing of the sort, Your Honor. For example, I can see that you suffer from joint pain. And what does that prove? The same could be said for most men my age. I'm sure the inclement weather we've been having lately doesn't help. Perhaps your aching joints have put you in a foul mood. I can also see that you enjoy your liquor, but don't care for a lot of milk in your tea. If I may, I would suggest that you refrain from drinking too much. It would also do you good to eat more fresh vegetables rather than subsist on only bread and meat. I suggest courgettes, zucchini. I also recommend salad with parsley and apple vinegar dressing. It will help with the pain.
They do say diet is the root of good health. Who says that? I mean, you are what you eat, right? Oh no. Oh no, you are what you eat. What did I eat today? I ate a rotten chocolate crepe. I ate some cookies. I had a matcha latte and some lemonade. That is what I am made of. Oof.
I can't say I approve of your methods, Frenchman. Any layman could do the same. I can all but hear you shouting that you aren't like those ghouls who think applying a few leeches entitles them to a reward. Very well, I shall grant you permission to examine the patients. However, you are not to harm or puncture their bodies in any way, nor are you permitted to administer anything brought in from outside their homes. Also, you may charge no fee. You'll be paid a fixed amount per household from the village coffers. Thank you, Your Honor. That is more than enough.
Phew, this is great. Now we can examine the villagers as much as we like. Plus, I think this could help with our investigation. Right, Senpai? That was a very you way to handle this, Sanson. I wonder if we could convince Hopkins now. I'm not gonna try to convince him yet, so first one.
I hope you don't mind my taking the liberty, Ringmaster.
Hopkins? Your first responsibility lies neither to the villagers, nor to your decrepit knees and back. It is to the health of the valuable witness, Tituba. As a fellow woman, I'm going to examine her, whether you like it or not. Give me the key to her cell, now. Medea? I'm sorry, Mash Ringmaster. There's just something about this man I can't stand.
Well now, if you come to perform a farce, I'm afraid you're in the wrong place.
And what about you? Are you really fit to serve as a guardian of the law that you claim to be?
Medicine is an intellectual practice, and so is the domain of men. The superstitious nonsense women espouse as healing is nothing more than witchcraft. Tell me, woman, are you a witch?
I am wisdom itself. Deep, womanly wisdom. That answer! Clearly you do not believe that women have anything useful to offer in their experience or stories.
Watch your mouth. How dare you address His Honor that way? Hold. These people didn't come here to enact violence. I've heard stories myself, you know, including ones about thieves who disguise themselves as traveling performers. Indeed, I see now that such a cover would be perfect for those with larcenous intent. Cunning clowns win over the children, and obscenely dressed dancing girls beguile good, upstanding men. They mislead the townspeople with caricatures of bystanders and warriors, and then take advantage of the commotion to steal from them. At times, they even commit arson or burglary, and disappear like so much smoke. Once they leave, they never return to the town, not even caring for the manner of evidence they leave behind. What a foolish, dim-witted notion. Such greedy bandits could never hope to perform a refined tragedy, nor a moving comedy. None could ever compare to King Lear or the Merchant of Venice. I saw them in the London Globe Theatre. Ha 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 ha!
Don't lump us in with bands like that. Damn it, Shakespeare. You're in for it when I get back. Yeah, damn it, Shakespeare! I mean, don't lump us in with badness like that. That's right. We're performing the best we can.
Hypocrite. Arson and burglary are precisely what you yourself did with your witch hunts. During your witch hunts. Still. Could it be that he regrets his past now? He almost seems like he's trying to make amends.
I swear to you that we respect Salem's customs and would never do anything to compromise its piety. Its piety.
You don't say. I will tell you now that I sent a messenger down to Boston to visit someone who knows the city well. And he reported back that no one had ever heard of a troupe calling themselves the Misaki Company. That is not, in itself, a significant problem. Massachusetts has not forgotten the Boston witch trial of John Goodwin from 4 years ago. 4 children began having strange seizures, and as expected, the old witch was responsible for them. Indeed, the devil frequently makes use of women for his evil means. How can he be certain that this slave woman is not one of his pawns? And so I declare that Salem must be placed on high alert. There are witches in our midst. The devil is here in Salem. There's no telling what form he may take. Does this mean you're banishing us? Humph. So you would confess your guilt by running away? Quite the opposite, Misaki. I give you permission to perform for the entire town.
What? I mean, yay! I'm a performer after all. Ha 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 ha.
And you will perform tonight. You will give a masterful performance that moves everyone here.
Oh crud, we gotta practice. You know, we gotta go back to the Caldera residence and then practice for the night. Uh-oh.
And in doing so, you will demonstrate that you truly are performers. Gather as many villagers as will fit in the town hall, and give them a good show.
We just did that last night.
That was only a select few, and this will be for the rest of the village, and if your play does not move them, I will have you arrested as bandits pretending to be performers, and investigate you all thoroughly.
Mr. Hopkins, that is not how you treat people when you give them bad reviews. Just because my play might not be the best does not mean you can arrest me. Sheesh.
And if we succeed, will you release Tituba from prison? That is a promise I cannot make. A crime is still a crime. But I can say that if it goes to trial, your success will leave a much better impression on the jurors. And one more thing. That woman will not be in your cast when you perform.
Huh?
Me? Why? Lock her in a cell as well, to ensure her compatriots do not flee in the night.
You can't be serious. Then again, Medea was kind of like threatening him in a way.
You were extremely rude to a judge. Be grateful I did not pass sentence on you here and now. In fact, I will even put you next to Tituba, just as you wished.
Yay! She got her what she wanted. Woohoo! Just thank you.
Grr, Hopkins! Ah, truly convincing anguish. I hope to see such pathos from all you actors tonight.
Medea, this is all so sudden. You want us to perform tonight? What play should we?
Do not worry. I will select that for you as well. Or it must be something that Salem needs now, more than ever.
Wait, please don't tell me he's writing the script. If he's writing the script, then that means if they don't like the play, it's his fault because his play sucked. It's not our fault for being bad actors. Okay, ruler, avenger, and an archer. No fear, no fear, no fear, never fear. I hope we were able to practice before the play. If not, oof.
So we gotta put on a play to clear our names? The hell's that old man thinking? There's no reason we gotta put up with this crap. He's just gotta find something else to criticize.
But Medea's been taken hostage, and Tituba's still in prison. If we're going to save them, we have to earn everyone's trust.
Indeed, resorting to violence would be playing right into his hands. Easy for you to say. You get to run off somewhere else.
There's nothing we can do about that, Robin. Villagers have been coming to ask for Sanson's help since they heard about his medical expertise. I've got no problem with him prioritizing patients. It's not like there's only one way to earn trust. Yeah, I have no problem with him prioritizing patients, plus he's getting us money for food. We need to eat, dude.
I appreciate that, Master. And I'm sorry for leaving you all a time like this. Now then, I must be off.
Wait though. That means our actors tonight. Mash is the narrator. There's Matcha, Matahari, Neza, and me. Oh shoot, this is gonna be difficult. Be careful out there, Sanson.
Master, what did Hopkins say?
He's got burning at the stake in mind. He wants a play about burning a witch at the stake. Wow. Of course he wants a play like that, of course. Mr. Witchfinder General. He wants a play about burning a witch at a stake.
A stake? So we simply need to burn it? That is not so hard. Burning at the stake, huh? Well, that's just great. Like Frenchie said, England hasn't used that method of execution forever. Play or not, that's gonna leave a nasty impression on the villagers.
He clearly wants us to impress on everyone how dangerous witches are. Still, does this mean he wants us to put on a tragedy? Because I think making an example out of the witch would only cause the audience to sympathize with her.
And if we do that, we'll end up in trouble. Cause he'll just say that it's proof that we support heresy. Damn it! We don't have time to figure this shit out before we go on stage.
Are there any scripts we can use, Mash? Say, wasn't there a script about John? Oh no, she's not gonna let me summon her now. I mean, maybe this will make her want to come home to my Caldera. She'd be like, Misaki, you sucked at my play. I must go to your Caldera and beat you up. I'll be like, thank you for coming to my Caldera. Are there any scripts we can use, Mash? Well, technically, yes, but I'm afraid it could be considered a bit, difficult. This may not be for me to say, but I honestly have no idea what Anderson was thinking when he wrote it. Hey, it's not like it's a major epic that takes several days to perform, right? Let's do it. Besides, we've all got the hang of performing after last night's play. Okay, we'll go with that one. Maybe we can ad-lib in response to the audience too. Yeah, we can ad-lib in response to the audience. We gotta work on our ad-lib skills. Uh-oh. Understood. That said, Medea isn't here tonight. And we don't have time for you to memorize the script, Senpai. So, I'll just have to join you on stage myself. Yo, Mash is making her debut as an actor now. Wait. Are you serious? Yay! I wonder who Mash will play.
Are you sure, Mash? You will not freeze up? I don't know about this. Mash isn't exactly great at lying, or even hiding how she feels. Then again, maybe that would work to her advantage if she plays a bit part. Village girl or something?
They wanna just give her the role of village girl. Oof. She'll be taking over for Medea in the lead role. I just hope she can handle it. I believe in MASH. No fair. Why are you all ganging up on me like this? If that's how it's going to be, then I'm not going to feed you... Then I'm not going to feed you your lines, even if you forget one. My name is John. I am known as La Pucelle, the Maiden of Orleans. Deep breath, Smash. Just try to stay calm. Try pretending the audience are all baguettes. And all deep breaths, Smash. Deep breaths. Okay. This is a tale of tragedy and of miracles. Our story begins with John, a girl from the village of Domremy, miraculously hearing the voice of God. Tonight, you will see how John goes on to don armor, command soldiers, and ride a white horse into battle with her flag held aloft. You will see her become Saint John d'Arc, the hero who saves France. And yet, a tragic end awaits this heroine. Tonight, Misaki Company is proud to present The Liberation of John d'Arc. We begin in France during the middle of the 100 Years' War.
Hold it. Just hold it right there.
That voice, who are you? Who are you? I recognize that voice. Could it be? Wait, what is this play? I guess it's not a tragedy, huh?
Just hold the hell up. This isn't the damn Big Bang. Don't start all the way at the beginning. How are we gonna get through this crap tonight if you start the freaking 100 Years War?
Gasp! Are you my other self?
No way, not by a damn sight.
But that's probably too much for this weird play, so yeah, let's just say I am.
I'm the dark side you didn't know you had, no matter how much they praise you, or put you on a pedestal. In the end, they're still gonna call you a heretic and burn you as a witch for no good reason. They're gonna ship you out to Rowan and burn you like a stack of kindling.
Who is? The English army?
Who do you think, genius? Which means tonight's play is actually called The Burning of John d'Arc.
Oh my, I certainly don't want to present a distorted view of history, but... couldn't we at least show them the French coronation ceremony? It's a wonderful thing to behold.
No way! Swear to God, no damn way. Kill me first. I'd rather die than see that little twit Charles coronated.
But don't you find it incredibly moving? Everyone's hearts joined together as one, joyous words of celebration echoing through the cathedral. Ah, at last, the great Archangel, Michael's prophecy has come to pass, and France has been saved. Hurrah, hurrah! Noel, Noel! Did someone say Noel? You did, didn't you? Another new voice. Who might you be?
Oh, for God's... not her. Anyone but her.
Wait, if MASH is regular, John, I wonder who's who. Maybe MASH is regular, John. Matcha could be Jalter. Maybe Matahari is Lily. Just because it'd be funny. It's me, John d'Arc, Alter Santa Lily. And you all know what Noel means. Christmas. Tonight, we will be performing neither liberation nor burning, but rather the 3 Little Johns.
Huh? What the hell? The 3 Little Johns?
Oh, another version of me has shown up. That's right. And here's the story. The big bad wolves are coming. We need to band together as sisters and fortify our defenses if we're going to withstand their onslaught.
Hey, Hans, what the hell? You're ripping off the 3 little pigs now.
Actually, I think we're okay since it still hasn't been published in the 17th century.
Spare us the meta crap. That's not the point here, alright?
Excuse me, but the big bad wolves are headed this way as we speak. Come on, we need to build a house. I agree, fortifying one's defenses is very important.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing jack squat. I remember the story, I know how it ends. The wolves are just gonna eat us one at a time anyway.
We don't know that for certain. We may have been foolish enough to charge at the English army with nothing more than a few spear techniques. But if we work together, we can defend against this threat. Doesn't that sound nice?
Grr.
That's right. If we get eaten, at least we'll get eaten together.
Helping or hurting, Lily? Helping or hurting?
Done. Just look at our lovely new house. It's wonderful. Now we can't possibly lose.
You just had to open your damn mouth, did you? Besides, something isn't right here. We're ripping off the 3 little pigs, right? So shouldn't the first house be straw? This thing's gotta be even stronger than brick. Where's the story supposed to go from here? Oh wait, maybe that's for the best?
Big bad wolves these days breathe lots of fire. So we need to be ready for that.
What the hell kind of wolf breathes fire? Why is everything gotta be about fire with you? Guess that's kind of rich coming from me.
The enemy's here. Come. We must prepare for battle. So those are the wolves, huh?
What the shit? Are you serious? That's a bunch of top-tier arsonist whack jobs.
We could not ask for worthy opponents. Come now.
Show us what you got.
We can do this. Yes, we can. Well, I guess I'm acting as Nero and Kiyohime, guys. That is I. I am the big bad wolf. And I will burn down your castle. As one do. But ironically, I'm thirsty, so gotta quench the thirst to breathe fire. Delicious water.
Fence up, how dare you do that?
Man, they must be like 3 little pigs. What the heck are they talking about on that play? What a weird sounding play. Why would there be 3 pigs building houses? Let's see how much damage I can do. So... Okay, that wasn't as much damage as I thought I would do. I like how the survivor is Santa. Santa's just built different, yo.
Oof, Santa, that hurts.
Goodbye, Santa. Or maybe not. I think she's gonna live through this. Never mind. Okay. Time to continue the play. I guess I'm fighting them again. Just fine. See? I knew we were out of our league. They're not letting up at all. Youch, that's hot. Retreat! Retreat! Not yet. I won't run away after merely having my castle burned down. This time, I shall vanquish them. Kinda weird that she's the most bloodthirsty out of us all. Of all of us, don't you think? Well, I went from a castle to this. Okay. Rundown houses. Ta-da! All done. I used ecologically friendly materials, so this one should be better for the environment. Now you build us a stick house. How is this an improvement? All we had was material left from building the castle, so I can't really say I'm surprised. Fortunately, this will be a perfect chance to polish up my defensive noble phantasm. Cut the crap. One of us is gonna get seriously burned here, you realize that? Here they come. Wait, what? Now it's them? They don't have anything to do with fire, right? I think we have a real shot here. Oh, four. They're all connected to the freaking sun. This is even worse. Yo, look at me. I want to be Aussie man the most. I'm all of them, though. This is great. I don't talk at all. I just fight. This is my role in the play. I just beat people up while breathing fire. Ooh, yay. Though. Debuff resistance though. Shoot. Oh, it still worked. Perfect. Let's see how much damage this does. After I set this up, I gotta check what my auntie messaged me since I saw a little alert on my phone. Let's see what auntie said. I might as well just use all of the phantasms. So boop. Okay, now time to look. Okay, she was messaging me about food. Korean food. You know, that was pretty good damage. Oh, hello, hello. How am I? Decent? Oof, she just barely lived. Ouch. Oh, that hurts. You know, Musashi, you get the honors. There's I defeating them again. Heh, heh, heh. Yay! There's even more enemy types this time. I wonder what mystery though. Damn it! Didn't they teach you idiots to pull your punches at acting school or whatever? This is terrible. Retreat. We must make a temporary retreat. Also, there was no acting school here. I'm just a true warrior. I tried pulling my punches, but no, I'm just too buff.
Strange. I don't remember the burning of Jeanne d'Arc being quite this upbeat. True, it is strange, but an enjoyable sort of strange. I didn't much care for that dark Jeanne d'Arc at first, but I find she's growing on me. There's a lot of significance to her misfortune.
I couldn't agree more.
It just shows what happens when one acts purely out of envy, hatred, and anger. They did an excellent job at presenting that as both a lesson and a comedy. At any rate, neither witches nor stake burnings have anything to do with God-fearing people like us. So let's just relax and enjoy the show.
Is Lavinia watching our play too from the window? Huh?
Is something wrong, Abigail?
I thought I just saw Lavinia outside the town hall.
Did you now?
Well,
So we're down to cloth now, huh? That about figures. Guess we're stuck between a rock and a soft place.
We're done for. If these flimsy tents are the best we can build, then... Over there, I can see the last enemy troops coming into view.
Wait, did you say troops?
Yo, look at his eye.
Oh, great. The whole goddamn English army. Screw the wolves. We're talking big, bad, round table lions now.
Alas. Both God and reindeer have forsaken this world.
La Pucelle.
I don't believe it. I recognize all of you.
We're honored you remembered us. Every one of us has fought beside you before. We have come on General Ray's orders to ensure your safety.
Oh my, the general himself?
We couldn't imagine not being by your side during this final decisive battle. The glory of the Maiden of Orleans' liberation shall be ours once again, La Pucelle. John La Pucelle! John La Pucelle! Oh, fan-freaking-tastic. Now we've got a bunch of meat-shield dumbasses all drunk on the idea of some glorious battle nonsense. Make-believe story this may be. I cannot let you be captured and branded a witch.
General, Caldera. To be honest, I thought you would never return.
I see your bad habits remain unchanged. You simply cannot help but rush headlong into battle, even before God's protection has reached you. I am forever trying to catch up to you, which is exactly why you are so beautiful. However, the battlefield demands patience if we are to emerge victorious. All the more so if the scales of victory balance upon our shoulders.
Indeed. You're exactly right, General.
God is with us. Blessed be the teachings of Salem.
Jill,
Ha! God or no God, I knew you'd show up, whether I wanted you to or not. Also, for the record, none of this crap is about Salem. Oh? Then let me ask you, my dark holy maiden, will you save our homeland? Will you save France? I shall follow you wherever you lead. Meh. Not like what I say is gonna change a damn thing at this point. Screw it. Let's do this thing. Might as well kick some ass since we're kicking and screaming. Now that is the John I know. Merry Christmas. I trust all is well with you, Lily.
It's my mentor. Having you show up like this is the best present I could have asked for.
Huh? Are you kidding me? What the hell's wrong with you people? Now, assemble into formation quickly. Let La Pucelle's flag lead your way. Yeah!
That's right, I nearly forgot. What truly keeps us safe is neither walls of brick nor ramparts of stone. Our true bastion is people. It is people that are our ramparts, their unwavering faith, our bulwark. And yet, that is easier said than done, as shown by how our own copy finds it difficult to toe that line. That is the moral I shall take from this fable. Very well then, my other selves, my fellow soldiers, the time is upon us. To the battlefield! Oh man, look at me acting as all of their advisors and the enemy. I'm just running around. Oh no, that means I'm gonna have to punch myself in the face. Uh-oh. I mean, I gotta show them how awesome I am as an actor. Yeah. Look at my ad-lib skills. I guess I should start with Arjuna maybe? Just kidding, hack kidding. No, I will. Might as well just start with him.
No fear, no fear.
Oh, Santa Island Mask is gonna live. It's fine, I gotta fill up my gauge anyways.
Ouch. Ouch, sir, that hurts. I say as I punch myself.
Let's see, how do I want to do this? Might as well raise her gauge too.
And now, time for Musashi to do the thing. Haha, okay. Well, Buster Kai resists, that's fine, especially since I'm gonna use the power of arts.
Amazing, much wow. Yeah, the power of arts.
And there.
I think I raised my Gundam. If not, I can raise her more by the time.
Oof. Oh, Musashi, she barely lived. That is horrible. Here you go, Musashi, just take this. Just stay invincible for now.
Oh, that was so bad.
That was a huge oof.
hate that invincible. That invincible's gonna bother me. But you know, it's fine. I'm gonna believe that Arjuna can do the thing to him, so I'm not gonna... No, actually, no, I'll evade. Just in case he doesn't go poof. I feel some fear. Oof. Well, you know, I might as well just use a noble phantasm here and just hope for the best. Big oof, but you know, it's fine. I just want to use her skill for the last fight. Great job, Musashi. Also, look at her filling up her gauge like that, like a true pro. Leaving at 69% to assert her dominance, you know? Oh, having... Oof, the fact that it's arts this time. I mean, it's fine, kinda, but at the same time, not really, because I'm gonna use arts too, but it's fine. Overall, it's fine. I'll just use all noble phantasms. Oops. There. Now I sit back and look at the carnage. Oof, that damage to John. I mean, I understand because she has arts, you know. But still, that was oof. Though of course she's gonna live because John is being played by Mash and Mash is awesome, so it makes sense. You got this, Mash. I mean, I'm sorry, it has to be done. I'm sorry, Mash. I've done the thing. Ahem. As for what became of the three Johns battle, that I leave to your imagination. Suffice to say that during the 100 Years' War, France was at its weakest, and England took advantage of the nobles' infighting to invade. Although John d'Arc's appearance succeeded at turning the tide of that battle, she ended up being used by her enemies and destroyed by her compatriots. Even after John was captured and tried as a witch, King Charles VII did nothing whatsoever to help her. Despite owing his coronation to her, he likely wished to quell any rumors that might threaten his authority. And though she was their enemy, many English people wept to see such a devout figure as John come to such a tragic end. Indeed, according to official records, it was an Englishman who responded to her pleas and gave her a handmade cross. This concludes tonight's performance. Thank you all for coming. I didn't hear clapping. But I assume our play went by well. I'm going to hope for the best for our play anyways. Our play should be fine. Maybe.
Her convulsions have stopped, and her breathing has stabilized. Rest assured, madam. The worst is behind her.
Oh my, are you sure? Thank you ever so much. You saved my daughter's life.
These symptoms are caused by the sudden onset of fever. It's quite common among children of her age. I'm certain it must have come as a surprise, but please don't worry. She's in no danger whatsoever. Just keep an eye on her to make sure she doesn't inadvertently choke on her vomit.
I will. All the Reverend did was call her name several times and give her smelling salts. I don't know how I can thank you enough.
Please don't worry about it. I'm not a licensed doctor after all. But if something else comes up, I'll drop everything and do whatever I can to help. Please take care of yourselves. Humph. I can't believe you owe a debt to a Frenchman. You called those convulsions? Seeing her flailing her limbs like that, showing the whites of her eyes, it was downright terrifying. If you ask me, I bet the devil is still lurking somewhere inside her.
Father, don't be rude. Dr. Sanson just saved our girl's life.
I know that. Here. It's not much, but you deserve it. That's alright, good elder. I have a different arrangement in place for payment. The name's Pickman. Don't go calling me elder again. Of course, Mr. Pickman. My apologies. Our home may not be anything special to look at, but we come from a good family back in England. We have enough stored away to pay back any favors we receive, so no backtalk, just take it. If you insist, thank you.
Do take care on your way home. Maybe Mr. Pickman is a tsundere.
I should get back to the hall. Then again, the play might be over. The play must be over by now. I hope Master and the others made it to the curtain call successfully. Oh? Isn't that Lavinia?
There's no turning back now. The sixth knot, the sixth door. Salem is, be... Eep!
Wait, Mademoiselle Lavinia. I'm sorry for startling you. I'm just on my way back from treating a patient. It's late to be on your own. Let me walk you home.
I didn't know you were a doctor. Or maybe an alchemist?
I'm neither, actually.
You told Abby I was there. But I guess no one would believe that about you now. Not after the judge gave you his approval.
Then, the company's performance was a success. Thank goodness.
Hello? I thought I told you not to talk to me anymore. I thought I wouldn't run into you because of the play.
I wanted to talk to you.
I know you were snooping around my house. Don't bother. It's pointless now. It's already begun. You're seeing the flower on the water surface and forgetting about the rotten mud underneath it.
Are you warning me? Then, are you trying to help?
I'm telling you outsiders to stay out of this. You'd never understand what it's like for me. You have friends you can trust. You can help other people. And you're appreciated for what you do. But I'm not even supposed to be here. Nobody needs me.
What about Abigail? Don't you want to be friends with her again? Lavinia, it's clear to me. It's clear that you care a lot about your family. That much even I can understand. What is it that has you so unwilling to talk? Loyalty to your family? Your pride? If it's a fear of losing the place where you feel that you belong, then...
Shut up. Shut up.
Lavinia.
You shouldn't go out tonight. Stay inside Abby's house. I don't know how you protected it, but if you stay in there, I'm sure you can get through this.
So you know about magecraft as well?
Don't say I didn't warn you. Thanks, Lavinia.
Go in. But no more than 2 of you. Hey, what did I just say? Aw, don't be like that. What's the harm?
We're in here to get you, Medea. I'm sorry it took so long. Hello, Mash. Hello, Misaki. Are you alright, Medea? This place is even worse than I had imagined. Are you alright? Oh, this is nothing.
Never mind me. Go check Tijuba's cell. Something's not right.
It's so dark. I can't see Tijuba in there at all.
Yeah, that's 'cause she isn't. Huh? That's weird. I was sure there were a few other people being kept here.
Maybe they were all released? Where's Tijuba? Did you move her somewhere? Where's Tijuba?
I'm not here to answer your questions. Just take your little fortune teller and get out of here.
I hear sounds coming from Tijuba's cell about an hour ago. It sounded like she was being taken somewhere. They took a number of other prisoners as well. I thought they'd be done with whatever it was and come back soon, but they're obviously not. Wait, does this mean you were waiting until we were busy performing?
I told you, outsiders. I'm not here to answer. Then you can tell me. I believe I have a right to know. Oh, Mr. Carter.
Where did you take Tijuba?
To the hell. Under Judge Hopkins' orders.
The hill? What hill?
He means the hill on the north side of the village. That's where the gallows are.
Gallows?
Tijuba has already been sentenced. She's been found guilty.
This was your plan the whole time, wasn't it?
Judge Hopkins is trying to prevent the devil from gaining power in Salem. Any interference would be seen as conspiring against the authorities. Are you aiding the devil? Calm yourself. This is a clear abuse of your power. The governor of Massachusetts should be consulted on this matter.
Yeah, this is tyranny. Robin? This is tyranny. Tyranny. Rah!
Whoa, hang on a second there. Don't we have more pressing things to worry about right now?
That's right. We need to hurry to this hell. I'll tell Sanson and the others waiting outside. Have someone go on ahead. Right. Uncle, come on. We have to go hurry and stop them.
Indeed. Miss Misaki, can I ask you to take Abigail along? I'm afraid I have a medical complaint that prevents me from running well.
You got it. Oh. Were we too late? That answered my question. Instantly. There's a hell. That must be the gals over there. Are you alright, Abby? Where's everyone else who went on ahead? There's Neza. What about Sanson?
So you came.
There they are. Sanson?
Oh, MASH. I'm afraid they've already been executed. We didn't make it. Tituba's dead.
Dead? Don't look, Abby. It's better if... Tituba... Well, that's sad. Freaking Witchfinder General. Sanson, how could you? Just like that. Is your heart a stone? Is your blood made of mercury? Think, poor Abigail. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of anything else to say. Teal, running is definitely not my thing. I see they hanged a number of people with Tituba. Yeah, look at the color of their faces. They've been dead for some time now. They must have been executed more than an hour ago. Isn't that right, Sanson? Yes, unfortunately. That would mean it was carried out while we were still on stage. You mean on purpose? I'm afraid so. Hopkins, you set us up, didn't you? You never had any intention of waiting. You just wanted to make sure we wouldn't be able to interfere with the execution. Am I right?
What spirits move you to speak so, woman? Some cheap mouth, or your own absurd sense of justice? Either way, it's most unbecoming. I'll thank you to calm yourself and mind your manners before you speak.
Hopkins, you tricked us, didn't you?
I understand that witnessing executions can be upsetting, so I will pretend I did not hear that. I heard about your performance. It seems you did very well. Even the Reverend was pleased. I therefore officially grant you permission to continue performing in the village. Congratulations! I look forward to seeing your next great performance for myself, young Misaki.
Yet you're down. Please don't leave Tituba tied up like that. Haven't you done enough? Please don't torment her anymore. Abby, huh?
Stop, get back! Stay away from them. It is forbidden for criminals to be buried in the town graveyard. I have ordered laborers to dig a hole for them near the foot of the hill. They are working on it as we speak. Until then, you're not to move the bodies.
No.
I see. So we are too late.
Uncle, please get Tituba down.
Indeed. My niece has the right of it. The handling of her remains is for us to decide. You have no right to speak to us like that. Mr. Carter, I understand that you may not be familiar with our rules, but this is the way of our village. Burying criminals alongside our ancestors would be sacrilege to the other villagers. Please understand. Judge Hopkins. The execution has already been carried out. I have no intention of interfering with Salem custom.
You call yourself a guardian of the law? You've done plenty of interfering already.
People don't like to be people don't like to be confronted with cold, hard truth. It upsets them and makes them vulnerable. The devil himself was executed here today. Do not grieve for him. Caring for the newly bereaved is of course very important, but being overly protective only tempts the devil further. I hope your play served to enlighten the other villagers in that regard.
This is getting us nowhere. I don't know how to get through to him. This is getting us nowhere.
Dunno how you talk that much with all that beard weighing your chin down. It's like you're the king of some run-down little island country or something. Whoa, easy there, gents. I'm not looking for trouble. It was just a little joke. Spare me your nonsense. It seems you have some excellent clowns in your employ, Ringmaster. Very well then. You all may be outsiders. But performers are, by their nature, given free rein to speak whatever comes to their minds. As such, I permit you to serve as jurors during your time here.
Huh?
What? Did I hear you right, Judge Hopkins? Are you out of your mind? God is always watching over us. But it seems the people of this village are obstinate and have no interest in broadening their narrow minds. Abstinence leads to pent-up anger and frustration, and the laws of God becomes weapons with which to strike at those whom people come to resent. In such an environment, performers like you can help to open the villagers' minds and lead them to the truth. Therefore, Misaki, if in the future there is another criminal trial, you will serve on the jury and help us hunt the devil.
I feel like this is a trap. But yo, look at me! I am now the Devil Hunter. Misaki, the Devil Hunter. With the Witchfinder General. Some new world this is. It's still stuck in the Middle Ages. It's every bit as dark, close-minded, and pig-headed as what they supposedly left behind. I cannot believe they kill so coldly. Even a monster would hear its cries for mercy. What is it that drives that man? The only way he could live up to his image of a bastard Witchfinder General more is if he went around twirling that stupid mustache of his. I guess it just goes to show that sometimes a hard-working imitation can exceed a lazy, genuine article.
Putting aside the question of whether it is done for good or evil means.
So, what did you want to tell us, Medea? Senpai? I know a lot has happened since we got here, but currently, our most pressing obligations are to restore communications with Caldera and find out what's impeding our perception and figuring out what's going on with the Watleys. Right, that's our best lead in finding the Demon God Pillar. Medea, would you mind picking up what you were trying to tell us before? Right. Thanks to the extra dime I had, I managed to figure out what's cutting us off from Caldera. It's tied directly to whatever it is that's interfering with our senses. I'll spare you the details and just get straight to the conclusion. It isn't that we're being blocked from using our spirit forms. In fact, it's the opposite. We are bound by physical laws while in our spirit form. The spiritrons that form these temporary bodies are in an abnormally excited state, but we are always provided with just enough magical energy to maintain these bodies. Let's see, to put it another way, it's as though our mirror images gained a physical form and continued doing things in the mirror world. But those forms can never leave the mirror world, and if the mirror were to break,
we'd be shattered along with it.
The Jade Emperor has one such toy. For real? I mean, at any rate. We can't contact Caldera because our magical energy is only flowing in one direction. We're caught in the Magecraft system manifesting Salem, one that's lost all sense of itself. That explains it.
So it's like we're still in the middle of a ray shift. That doesn't sound very stable. Now I gotcha. So our bodies aren't as strong as they should be, because it's like we're stuck in this land.
You're all, taking this surprisingly well.
Hey, we know this is bad news, alright? Like, the thing we gotta worry about the most here is
death
here in Salem, her spirit origins will disappear, right? Exactly. You catch on quick, Your Highness. The other hard-headed saints could learn a thing or two from you.
I see. Hopefully we don't end up with more than some short-term memory loss then. You're awfully nonchalant about that too. Then again, for the most part I could probably summon them back easily. I got my friend points.
More importantly...
Wait, what about Senpai? How safe is she here? Is this phenomenon affecting her health too? Don't forget that goes for you too, Mash. Oh, right. I'm sorry for losing my composure like that. Still, if it is not only possible to contact Caldera, but we also don't know how to return, I don't think it's unreasonable to get a bit flustered. I'm afraid Mash is right to be worried. We're in a real danger here, and all of our leads have dried up. I know, I'm worried too, but our goal hasn't changed. Defeat the Demon God Pillar. Senpai. You're right. Once we find the Demon God Pillar causing all this, things should turn around.
May I say something? I have another question. I've been thinking, are we the only ones in a regular spirit form? Or might there be others here?
Others? You mean like, everyone else here in Salem?
This village, always transient. I said so from the beginning.
But without any way to get information from the outside world, we have no way of verifying whether that's the case. I can't believe a Demon God Pillar could be this powerful. Does this mean we're SOL when it comes to comms? SOL? What's SOL? I don't know what that stands for, SOL. So out of luck. We haven't exhausted all of our options just yet. It's possible the mage in the Watley family knows something that could help us. Oh, shit, out of luck. That makes a lot more sense.
I'm kind of curious to see what the local mage workshop is like. But there's something else I want to know first. Does this mean you're the only one of us who can leave this place? How about it, Miss Queen Witch?
What? Robin?
I'm betting you're the only one who could leave the Salem if you wanted to. Am I right?
What are you saying? If you're trying to start some sort of witch hunt yourself.
Guess that wasn't direct enough. Alright, I'll ask you straight up. Who are you really?
Robin? And ooh, good luck at work, Poke Dude. Robin? What's this all about? Are you in on it too, Sansen? Matahari? Master, Mash, I'm sorry about this.
Matahari was the first to notice that something was amiss, so Robin and I have been keeping an eye on her.
You could have filled me in too. I was curious about Mash's warning, but... You could have filled me in too. Again, I'm sorry, Master. We didn't want you to find out at a time when it could have been dangerous for you. Plus, we thought that sowing discord among our own ranks might be exactly what somebody wanted.
Exactly. And speaking of exceptions, I'd say you're the only abnormal one here. We've been watching you all this time, and you didn't seem to be hostile. So we decided to stay quiet and see how things played out. But then, to our surprise, you weren't able to prevent Tichibo from being executed. Almost looks to me like you let her die on purpose.
No, you're wrong about that. I couldn't do anything in prison with the guards I was watching. And above all, I wanted to make absolutely sure that Misaki wouldn't be found guilty herself.
Oh, really? Well, I can't fault you for that. Now then. Let me ask you, Master. Can you compel her with your command spells? How do we even know she's a Chaldean servant? Medea? You're our enemy. You are our enemy?
A command spell? Please, don't do this. Senpai, this isn't right. Robin, you need to calm down.
Sorry, Mash, but I'm afraid I'm completely calm here.
Matahari? Sansan, what do you think, Matahari? You're the one who figured it out first. At first, I thought she might be a spy from the Mages Association. But there's too many things that don't add up for that to be the case. Why don't we hear what she has to say? You all sure like to run your mouths, don't you?
Mr. Carter's back. They must have finished the burial.
Let's pick this back up again later, everyone.
Are you sure? Fine with me. If that's what the ringmaster wants, I'll play along. But I'll be watching you, always.
Ew, creep. Robin, so depraved.
Huh? Depraved?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Robin. That is a creepy thing to say, even though I know where you're coming from. Abby went up to your room right after she got back.
She seems better than expected. Thank goodness. She behaved herself well while I was talking to the executioner too. She carried herself admirably, just like my late sister would have. She's been through a lot lately, but in the end, she'll be that much stronger for it.
As we were saying earlier, is it true that the official reason the execution was carried out so quickly is because Tituba confessed?
It is. Hard as it is to believe, Tituba confessed her sins of her own accord. She claimed she saw the devil with her own eyes. That she spoke to her and urged her, that he spoke to her and urged her to cast aside her faith and sign a pact with him. And that when she refused, he entered her body and controlled her himself.
The devil? Could that be the demon god pillar?
I still can't quite believe it. She had injuries that would make it clear that she was whipped during her interrogation.
Poor Tituba. That makes it sound like her confession was tortured out of her.
Exactly. However, it didn't seem to me like the executioner and guards were lying out of malice either. If anything, they seemed deathly worried, as if they were worried for their own lives.
Could they have seen the devil themselves?
Oh, I don't know about that.
They could have been scared of Hopkins. That would explain it. If there's something they fear more than that, maybe it's the wrath of God himself.
God, Hang on just a minute. Master, something weird's going on outside. It's still a ways off, but whatever it is, it's getting closer.
There is a scent. It is evil. We better go check out. Yeah, we better go check it out right now. Medea, is this house safe? Medea, is the house safe? It'll protect anyone who stays here, yes. But I can't vouch for the other houses.
Someone's attacking us. Don't tell me it's the Indians. Mr. Carter, please stay here. Do not leave the house under any circumstances. You need to take care of Abigail. Alright, I will go fetch my gun.
Mash and Medea, you two stay here too. Yes, Senpai. I'll make sure to keep them both safe. Medea, you gotta keep up the barrier. Ew, that sound.
They're certainly taking their time. Where in the world did they come from? In fact, it doesn't seem as though they meant to attack us. They mean to attack us at all. They don't even appear to be armed.
The evil's aura's source. The stench of death.
You seem like you're You seem like you're doing better now that you've been able to take on your spirit form at least once, Neza. This body, granted to me by the Buddha and Tai Zenren, my sense of smell cannot be fooled. Whoa there. What the hell are those things? Oh man, tell me this isn't turning into the living dead kind of situation here. Man, Caldera really screwed up their choice of servants again. Wish I could trade places with that hard-headed saint girl right about now.
Are they enemies? No, wait. Those are the prisoners who are hanged at the gallows. Huh? Wait, they're zombies. Uh-oh, we gotta get rid of them before the villagers show up. Yeah, we gotta get rid of them. The villagers are gonna be like, look at these people. They're gonna think we're suspicious attacking zombies. Yeah, we're gonna look too suspicious. I mean, this could be a part of our play, you know? I swear we're not doing dark magic to reanimate them. This is just a part of our, practice. Yeah. This is practice for our play. I swear we're not suspicious. Please don't look at me like that. We're not suspicious. We're innocent, I swear. Or they're gonna catch us carrying the bodies back to, like, the grave. Oh no, that's gonna be even worse. They'll be like, what do you have there? Props. These are mannequins that just happen to look very lifelike. That's what they are. Do not look at me like that. I am not suspicious. I am very, very innocent. Ha ha ha. Totally not suspicious at all.
There is nothing to fear.
There's only 5 bodies. We can carry them. There's enough of us. So we're gonna need a bath after this. And there, let's see. Back to the Carter residence. Boop. Let's see how long this cutscene is. I might have enough for just this one. There's one last little piece instead of finishing section 2. It depends.
Grr, grr. How are these things still moving? Haven't we hit them enough by now? But wait, I think they're trying to say something. Huh? You gotta be kidding me. My neck. It hurts. Damn it. Damn it. Everyone's rustled cows at some point. Why am I the only one who... Ooh, it hurts.
I didn't want to have that child. I was forced into it. So I took the abortive patient. What else was I supposed to do?
God. The true God resides within my heart. You are the truly wicked ones.
First guy wrestled some cows. Second lady, I feel bad for her. I feel really, really bad for her. The third person, I don't even know what they did. But second person, my heart goes out to her. They just disintegrated. Did we defeat them somehow?
I cannot believe that the dead could speak of God. Those were the corpses just now. I could have sworn they were. Their blood was cold, and as congealed as wet earth. Their muscles were stiff and rigid. And yet, they still possessed consciousness. Did we just kill living people?
Sanson? Sanson, get a hold of yourself. This isn't like you. Don't tell me this incarnation has affected your mind as well.
Be wary. This is not yet over. The evil aura remains. Those were gunshots. Damn it! They came around from the back of the house. Did we screw up leaving Medea behind?
Senpai, look. Tituba? I can't make her out clearly. Tituba?
So you can see her too, Misaki. Isn't that Tituba? I could have sworn we buried her, and yet here she is, wandering about as if still awaiting her sentencing. Dunno about you, but I'm not exactly hearing 7 angels and their trumpets just now.
Now that she's touched the workshop's bounded field, she's about to take on her true form. She's preparing to attack. What do we do, Master? I know Mr. Carter's here, but we're out of options. Let's just finish this as quickly as possible. Well, Mr. Carter, we're not only actors, we're also demon slayers, you know? Yeah, we're a wandering troupe of acting demon slayers. I swear we're not suspicious. I know that probably sounds crazy, but it's true. We're just demon slayers. Wandering demon slayers. We're just cool like that. Great job, Musashi. Man, it feels so weird having level 45 peoples. Ooh, those sounds that Tituba's making as a zombie. Zombie Tituba, you don't sound well at all. I don't like those sounds. Okay, hopefully I can... No, I might not be even able to break through that gauge. Makes me sad, but it's true. Yeah, not even close. Sorry, Tituba. Sorry. Oh, I forgot to use skills. Okay, now I'm being good and using the skills that I was supposed to use earlier. But no, I was being a dum-dum. No fear, no fear. Come on, that's such a tease. Oof. Well, I'll just focus on raising some more... Or actually, no, I'm just gonna break her gauge this round and then use Castoria next round. Hello. Yeah, all good. Oh wait, that worked out. I thought I was gonna have to break her down fully. That was short. I can do one more. So, the end here. So I'm fighting a caster. You know, caster versus caster, yo. Uh, we have not yet vanquished her. Bounded field, about to break. This one, far stronger regrets than the other corpses. Begone, Tituba. No longer do you belong here. You really do use some interesting spells. We're both of us women and casters, so I will send you to the underworld myself. Medea? Did you lose your mind again? Medea? Never mind that. Just hurry and add me to the lineup. Yeah, totally not sus. Miss Imposter. But it's fine. As long as you're helping us, I ain't gonna question you too much. Tituba, you don't sound well. I want to offer you some tea. I already had a matcha latte earlier today, but maybe I'll make another one just for you. In your honor, Tituba. Tea is good for your throat. You know, I'll use this one. I'm gonna be extra buff here, so I'll use all these. And then hope for the best. Wait, wrong one. Oh, you know I used it, so that's just a just in case. And there. Time to sit back and look at the carnage. Man, that little damage just keeps on bothering me. Oof. If I was at full strength, she would have been down by now. But because I'm not sad. So very, very sad. Great job, Musashi. That name of that skill, Heart-Rending Moan. I mean, what a lovely skill name. Please, Musashi, finish her. Great job, Musashi. Hey. Yay. Abigail. Archaikon Master. Lower your bow, Robin. That's a human, not a corpse. Damn it. What's up? Was someone hiding behind a tree? This is real bad. Somebody saw us. Please don't snitch on us, my dude. We are innocent. I know you just saw us like murdering a bunch of people, but they were zombies. Isn't that Absalom? I don't believe I saw him during the play. Who is he? He lives here in Salem as well. That's a fancy name, Absalom. I rarely see him out and about, but unless I am very much mistaken, that was Absalom Watley, the head of the Watley family, and Lavinia's grandfather. I see. So that's Salem's resident alchemist, eh?
Hold up a minute. Who might you be exactly?
I guess that would be the first thing you'd want to know, wouldn't it? Tituba. Totally not suspicious, though. Not sus at all. Actually, I like that cliffhanger, so I'll leave it as that. Finishing the second knot's good, first and second, technically. That's a good cliffhanger. I feel bad for Tituba and the others who were hanged. Especially that second lady. Or technically she's a first lady, but that second person who's a lady. She's the one I feel super bad for too. Gosh darn it, Mr. Matthew Hopkins, the Witchfinder General. I will get my revenge on you as the Demon Hunter, the Devil Hunter. Because that is my title you gave me, sir. So thank you everyone for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day and epic gotcha luck. I will go work on some homework and warm up some food after that. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Matthew Hopkins, Mr. Witchfinder General. Why you do this?